All right, what's up, y'all? All right, back to bash you in the head with another one. People, you can check me out weeknights, 8 p.m. Blog Talk Radio Network. I will leave the link and everything below the video. There's two ways you can check me out. You can log online or you can call in. I'll leave the number below the video, 516-418-5736. I'll leave that number below the video, so individuals that want to just come in and chime in and check me out, like I said, you can either log on and listen. I'll leave the link where you can log on and listen online, or you can just simply dial in on your phone and listen while I am broadcasting 8 p.m. Weeknights and on Saturday as well. People, I want to talk about something today. And I want to talk about Boosie Badass, and I want to talk about the interview that he did on Power 105.1, The Breakfast Club. I want to talk about why Boosie will never get support when he's talking about transgender and the LGBT community out in the open. Now, I watched the interview on Power 105.1. Now, this was done some time ago, and I'm going to tell you guys what brought this about. And what brought this about is I actually did a video the other day talking about gay people. And it seems as though when you talk about gay people, the ones that can articulate the most when they explain why they choose not to interact with the movement, we are seen to be dubbed as homophobic, et cetera, all these things. But I'm going to talk about a series of things in this video. Now, rap music is a direct descendant of street life. It was dubbed the underground music. It was the music for the outcast. This is rap music. Then what happened is rap music went mainstream. However, it went mainstream due to revenue creation. But the message in rap remained the same. It was for the oppressed. Street life. And what was often said for decades now is rap music, there's a lot of gays inside of rap music. However, with the advent, or should I say with the growth of rap music, we started to see people like Tekashi 6ix9ine, Lil Nas X. I did not know anything about this dude or whatever he calling himself until today is the 28th of November. I probably found out about Nas X about 3 months ago. Had no idea who the dude was. I see he got a commercial with Elton John. I love Elton John. I say, okay. Talking to my friend James about 3 months ago, he said, yeah, that dude gay. I said, oh, not understanding. But Bootsy was right. People, the black community is the easiest community to influence. We are on a collision course with stupidity, and we allow any narrative other than strength to become our curriculum. It is amazing. And when individuals speak out about the curriculum that's being shoved upon the community you call black, it is easy to shove gay onto the black community because of single moms and the hatred that they have towards black men. So with the outing of black men and single moms and the Black Lives Matters movement and how everybody is jumping off that bandwagon now that the election is over with, and that's another story. Now we are seeing an interview that Boosie Badass did on Power 105.1, and Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God especially, DJ Envy was really playing the back. DJ Envy wasn't really pressing the issue. DJ Envy was really staying neutral. But when I watched that interview, I am amazed at how Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee, acted as if what Boosie Collins was saying was wrong. Boosie Badass was 100% correct in what he was saying. They are trying to shove gay on the black community. People, they are trying every narrative under the sun to oust us under the direct listenings and the direct echoes of our women. All the good black men are either gay or in jail. Black men ain't shit. Take them down in front of the white man. When you say things like that, people listen. After all, if you get yourself hold of a Ouija board and you ask for some certain things, you're going to get it. I was watching a program last week about demonic spirits and the Catholic Church. And Ouija boards are real. You cannot believe it. Maybe you don't want to believe it. But Tupac said and spoke about death. Biggie Smalls himself said, I was ready to die. We talk about speaking things into existence all the time. So when individuals say, we ain't no good, etc., 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 that's the narrative I want to take. The universe will listen. But then when Boosie Badass speaks about this true narrative, people, I'm going to tell y'all something about gay people. Knock it the fuck off. All right? You didn't have it bad. They ain't no shit. Gay people and LGBT individuals act as if though they had it bad. When did y'all have it so bad? Don't nothing trump slavery. Don't nothing trump the Holocaust. Nothing. But it's amazing how individuals expect to get all this support and everything out of a claim that the world is out to hate them. That's another story. But I'm going to tell you why Charlamagne the God and Angela Yee and the whole Power 105.1 will jump feet first without even checking the temperature of the water. Why they will always jump feet first into the agenda of the gay community. And the reason why the people at Power 105.1 will always jump in feet first when it comes to the agenda without checking the temperature of the water of the gay community is because they are owned. They are owned. They are puppeted. They are puppeted. Charlamagne the God got a puppet up his ass. Angela Yee got a puppet, a dildo, and a whole slew of shit up her ass. And watching that interview with Boosie Badass, I was floored. I was hoping, I was wishing, people, let me tell you something. Boosie Badass is bad. He cannot articulate himself very well. He was allowing himself to be narrated and pushed around in that interview. I wish they would interview. I wish somebody interviewed me about gay people. You can't. Because of the one perspective that I'm going to throw in your face. When did they have it so bad? Appreciate those thumbs up. Stop going with me. Stop being going with me here. I am listening to an interview with Boosie Badass, and they are being persistent about this man accepting the LGBT and loving gays. Why? Why we have to love a gay person? Why do I even care about gay people? Why? If you're so proud of what you are, why do you have to push your agenda on everybody else? Why? You know why? I'm going to tell you something. Listen. If you don't have a Muslim black woman, you are standing alone. You're standing alone. Black men, we are standing alone. We are standing alone. You can go ahead and believe any old narrative if you want to. We are standing alone. The perspective and the narrative of us, our women will have tossed us over to the trash. I was talking to an individual about 3 weeks ago, talking to a woman, and I said, you ever notice how you watch commercials now and it's always beige babies with a black woman and a white man? I said, that's because the universe listened to y'all. Don't no other woman publicly disgrace their men like black women. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you can't find no other race of woman that deal with the bottom of the barrel ass men. And then when it's all over, they claim it's a man. That woman that got 3 kids, she ain't having with a nice man. She had him with a fucked up male. That woman over there that got married 5 times, she ain't never married a damn man. She married 5 males. They have a childish mentality. And their childish mentality have them doing things and making moves like kids. The great Dave Ramsey said, adults do what's right and children do what feels good. It feels good to a woman of color to say, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because I don't give a fuck. And be ratchet all hell and say, oh, well, I'm a lady, I'm a female about mine. And throw your man under the bus, of course. Find one that had a baby with a man. You'd be hard pressed. White women, that's all day. This is not like that with Muslim women. A Muslim woman would stand behind you. This is why when great women speak, they often have Muslim names. Sister Shalakimia. Sister Shahrazad Ali. Now, there are some other ones out there with European names, but when you often hear of a woman with a name like Shalakimia, she is talking great. Queen Latifah, great. Queen Latifah never pushed the gay agenda like all these other individuals are pushing the gay agenda. And she was in the rap game. But when Boosie Badass speaks about it, you see Charlamagne the God with a corporate dick up his ass, and Angela Yee, she got a dildo and a puppet hand up her ass, and they attacking this man like he did something wrong. Like he is wrong for feeling the way he's feeling. Like he is all alone and he shouldn't feel the way. But why? I never heard them ask any other guest on the Breakfast Club why more than they asked Boosie Badass. This man was dropping facts. If your kid is gay, let me tell you something. I learned this a long time ago. Intellectual people need not talk to individuals or should be interviewed first and foremost. People of intellect that is standing on something strong, is standing on something that especially it's a social agenda. You should only be interviewed by individuals of like minds. You should. When when Arsenio Hall was out, I don't know if you've seen this episode. There was a man in the audience and asked him, why you don't have more gay people on your show? Arsenio stopped the show and was going back and forth with the person that asked him that in the audience. Then somebody else got in on it. Arsenio walked out to the audience, walked up the steps, and was like, hold on. Then he said, this is my show. He was like, who gay should I have on my show? And the man said something about something. He said, well, I had Elton John on my show, and he's a real good friend of mine. And I tell you what, this person that you talk about, when they make something more interesting, then I have them on my show. But this is my show. And I applauded that man. I applauded Arsenio Hall for doing that. I did. Because when individuals And when individuals speak about what they think should be, they'll get attacked. Now, hold on a second. Okay, so I found it. Now, I'm going to play this. I'm going to upload it. I don't know if I'm going to get a copyright, but this is Arsenio Hall confronting an individual in the audience that said, why don't you have gay people on your show? Run that joint, fake ass studio man.
The blonde girl is so funny while they were singing. She said, oh my God. It was so funny, so funny. Huh? I'm sorry, I can't hear you, man. Why don't I have any gay guests on my show? What? I'm sorry, why don't I have any gay guests on my show? Well, there are a lot of gay guests who really don't like to talk about their sexual preference, so we don't know whether they're gay or not. You know? Now, this ain't Merv. You didn't think I'd run from this, did you? This ain't Johnny. I ain't gonna run from it. I'm gonna deal with it.
Fucking Arsenio.
Who would you like me to have on my show that's gay that maybe I haven't had? Who? I don't know Gus Van Sant, but I know Elton John. He's been here and he's rocked the house. Okay? Okay? What? When Harvey has something I'm interested in, I'll bring him on the show. But this is my show, okay? This is my show. This is my show. You understand? This is my show.
That's how you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be like Charlamagne the God and Angela Yee that is attacking a man for the words that he want to say. And if you watch the interview, and I'll put the link below the video on Power 105.1, Boosie Badass was saying, this is some trash my kids have to see. People, if you normalize and shove in a child's face anything, that child will think that that, in fact, is the new narrative. That's how it is. And when I watched that interview, to me, I lost all respect for Charlamagne the God. I lost all respect for that dude. I did. I used to love Charlamagne the God. I watched his career. I watched him go from Wendy Williams and then land a spot, do a whole bunch of other little things. I know why he's worth over 10 million, and he's worth way more than DJ NV and Angela Yee, and that's because he wrote books and he was successful. And I just thought with his intellect, he would be a lot more open-minded to listening to somebody saying, okay, that's your narrative. But he really went all in. I'm talking about straight up munching gay booty hole when Boosie Badass was on the show. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that. But when you are your own man, when you are strong in who you are, you don't give a corporate answer, or you don't do a corporate interview. You do like Arsenio Hall just did. When Gus or whoever got something that I want to listen to, then I'll have him on this show. But this is my show. And that's what Dame Dash, now that I look back on it, that's what Dame Dash was telling those three monkeys on Power 105.1. You guys are a big entity now. You really don't need Clearwater. You don't need them anymore. But they didn't want to listen. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. Come on, stop. Come with me. Stop being up. Come with me, y'all. Remember, y'all can check me out weeknights on the Blog Talk Radio Network. I'm going to leave that link below the video. You can listen via the link, or you can call in 516-418-5736. Don't forget, check me out over on Red Pill Fab. I'll leave all those links, all my links and everything below the video. Contributions to the movement, be a CashAPP Cooley, contributions. I'll leave all that stuff below the video. I appreciate it. All right. So, it is, to me, Listen, after a while, you should be able to stand on your own feet. After a while, after you've been doing something for a long time, you should get off the corporate perspective and now insert a more personal perspective. Why do you think I started the Christopher Smith Show? More personal perspective. If Power 105.1 is your only outlet or your biggest arena, let me back this up. People, there was a show that came on. The name of the show was Top Gear. It was Jeremy, James May, and the other guy, I forgot his name. And they did Top Gear for 30 years. Top Gear for about 30 years. Top Gear, the best automotive show in history. Came on the BBC. And Jeremy, he got fired. And when Jeremy got fired after, let me see. Hey Siri, how long was Jeremy doing the show Top Gear?
Which one? I found 4 Jeremy TV shows. Top Gear. Top Gear, ambitious but rubbish. Top Gear, the perfect road trip. And Top Gear, A to Z.
Top Gear A to Z. I don't think it's that one. Hold on. Okay, we'll do it like this. Hey Siri, what year did Top Gear premiere on television?
Here's an answer from Wikipedia. ORG. Top Gear is a British motoring magazine and factual television program designed as a relaunched version of the original 1977 show of the same name by Jeremy Clarkson and Andy Willman for the BBC and premiered on October 20th, 2002.
Okay, it started in 1977 because I remember watching it when I was a kid. But then they reintroduced the show in 2002 with Jeremy Clarkson and William. That was the little guy. William is the little guy. And then James May came on a little later after that. All right? All right. Hey, Siri, what year did Jeremy Clarkson leave Top Gear?
Okay, I found this on the web for what year did Jeremy Clarkson leave Top Tier. Check it out.
2015. So he left the show in 2015. When Jeremy got fired, William and James May said, you know what? We're gone too. So they fired Jeremy, and William and James May said, bye. And they started another car show, and the show they left went in the toilet. Nobody watches Top Gear anymore. I have no desire, nothing. I don't care if they have a futuristic car. Nobody can do Top Gear like Jeremy, James May, and Williams. Nobody. It's the same with the Breakfast Club. If those idiots are listening, you don't need Clear Channel no more. You don't. Stop thinking that you need to put puppets up. People, get those puppets and get those dicks out your ass, Charlamagne the God. And stop thinking that you need to have a corporate narrative. Get up off the shit. Create a show on your own. Call it Breakfast Club. Call it Brunch Time or something. And y'all need to just do your own thing, because that interview y'all did with Boosie Badass was a shame. A fucking shame. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later, y'all.